Neutrogena oil-free acne wash has always been a favorite of mine. I've probably spilled that out of my mouth thousands of times in my career, and I'm way older than you ladies. But it is a dermatology favorite. And it's really a unique product because it does not affect the barrier. It's been studied. It's been shown not to increase transepidermal water loss, not to upregulate inflammatory markers. They've done a lot of really good preclinical work with it showing that it doesn't cause inflammation when compared to other salicylic acid cleansers. So this is a therapeutic cleanser. To take that testing a little bit further, they actually tested it on acne patients who used nothing but Neutrogena oil-free acne wash. And no surprise to me, but lo and behold, after 12 weeks, they saw an improvement in the acne with this cleanser alone. So this is kind of a two for one thing. Yes, it's a great cleanser and it doesn't impact the barrier because it has a special technology, which I'll go through in our next little discussion, but it has a technology that really delivers that sal acid deep into the follicle without irritation. But when you have kids and I hate to pick on boys, but we all know as dermatologists, do boys hate skincare products? Do they hate acne products? Do they use them? Usually not.
Right.
But if you can get them to wash their face, they come home from sports and they're sweaty and they're dirty and they've got to wash their face. This is a therapeutic cleanser. And so I've always loved it because it does have such great benefits for acne patients. And obviously there's lots of good acne products in the marketplace, over-the-counter products.
You're exactly right. That is such a win-win when you have the science meeting simple, practical use so that they can continue to use this on a daily basis and gain the efficacy and what they're there to see. They want those results.
Yeah, we want to see them too. Katie, I'll go back to your comment about barrier and something that doesn't disrupt the barrier. And I think that's so important. There's some interesting research or market research that really shows that people like foaming cleansers. And I think they generally prefer something that foams. And a cleanser that Neutrogena has that I think is super popular for a lot of good reasons is Hydro Boost Hydrating Gel Cleanser. And this is a non-comedogenic, fragrance-free, dye-free foaming cleanser. And I'm sure you guys have tried it because we all have. It's a lovely foaming cleanser. And what's interesting is that it has been tested in patients with both acne, sensitive skin, and with eczema. So it kind of bridges this whole group of teenagers that we see, as I mentioned early on, that spectrum of patients. What do you guys think about this cleanser? Have you all used it in your practice?
Yeah, I love this cleanser. As you say, it fits in with this. It's the foaming component to it, I think, makes it very usable and likable. But the fact that it is, in my experience with my patients, a bit hydrating, it doesn't feel like that stingy, dry component to it. But yet, because it's non-comedogenic, because it has that other property and how it feels on the skin, my oilier or acne prone patients do so well with it. And it helps support the skin barrier at the same time. So I actually really love it for that sort of well-rounded cleanser that patient can kind of go to. And yes, the active cleanser is helpful to have on hand, especially if the acne is progressing and they're not using their topicals. But this one as a standard go-to is a popular one in my hands and for my patients.
Yeah, I think it's popular with all dermatologists. They use a really interesting polymeric cleansing technology. And the surfactant, which is really the thing that can be so irritating, is a potato starch-based surfactant. And they add a polymer that sort of keeps that surfactant where it needs to be on the surface of the stratum corneum, doesn't allow it to penetrate deeper into the skin where surfactants can be irritating. So I think that's sort of the magic in this technology, that it really keeps it right where you need it to remove the dirt, the pollutants, and the makeup and everything else. But it's such a gentle cleanser. I really like this cleanser myself.
And gentle is key, right? We have kids that want to reach for scrubs. And so when you have a foaming cleanser where they actually feel like they're getting clean from it, they won't necessarily have to reach for those harsher astringents or facial scrubs. Again, minimizing their 10-step routine into something that's very high yield and effective.
Yes, I agree. And it's so important, I think, to, again, if they see a dermatologist, to get this kind of guidance so they don't get the wrong thing.